Well, it's always been an important part of the Pop's mission to identify and promote young talent. So for Fidelity to come to us and partner with us on this is just fulfilling something that has long been part of our mission, and I think in some ways part of Fidelity's mission.
We've been doing this for 10 years, and the results of what we see today, these young, confident, smart, young artists, they are our future.
There's a lot of things we wouldn't be able to do if it weren't for Fidelity's investment in us, investment in kids. It's a pretty cool thing.
My path to playing the cello started off with actually my mom is the one who wanted me to start playing. She saw some cellist in like a James Bond movie and thought it was cool and wanted me to start playing.
I think my path is very unique because I picked it up really late, and my voice teacher likes to call it like a baby voice because I'm kind of the equivalent of like a toddler in my vocal growth.
I started singing before I could talk. My mom often tells me stories about how she would be singing a certain verse of a song and then I would just finish it.
I think originally we found each other because we both liked playing by ear, which lends itself to like making your own arrangements and stuff.
When I first got the call that I had won, my dad was jumping up and down and my grandma was there and she tried to jump up and down, but doesn't really work.
It was hard for me to believe, but now that I know it's coming up so close, it's starting to feel real now.
I think a big inspiration has come from my older brother, who's pretty severely autistic. There's sort of been a disconnect growing up where he hasn't been able to see me do what I love, which has been really hard because he's the most important person in my life. So for the past few years, I've been able to bring music to him, and it's allowed us to become closer.
So I think music is a way for you to express your feelings. If you can't express it in words, it's so much easier to express it in a form of art like music.
Part of our friendship is like without music, but also I think it's just a lot more fun with the music as a part of it.
As opposed to two friends, we're sort of a unit, and at the same time we have to create sort of like one sound with our two instruments.
Reading helps me decompress, so when I get lost in a book or a novel, I don't have to think about everything that I've had to do that day. I love baking. Baking is just another outlet for me so that I don't have to think about stress.
Started Taekwondo when I was 5. I kind of learned how to have like a lot of focus in what I do and learned to be really detail-oriented, so I think I've brought all those skills to playing the cello.
If I had an afternoon all to myself, I would just go on the train and just walk around. It kind of gives me a bigger perspective and lets me think and reflect and be with myself.
We've spent a lot of time in the public gardens because like in the summertime we've gone down there to busk, like just play and kind of leave our case out.
Every time we see like a nice spot, we just sort of want to sit down and play there.
Yeah.
To be standing where some of my idols have been standing, that's crazy.
I think we've always sort of had big goals for ourselves. They weren't necessarily like this.
It's all the way down there at the tables.
Can't think of anything better than playing in Symphony Hall with the Pops. I mean, that's as good as it gets, really.
Anytime you get to share the stage with somebody whose star is rising, that's an exciting moment. There's nothing more fulfilling than being able to help them a little bit along that road.
And then to share that opportunity, just to give them a brief look through the keyhole at what that looks like, standing on this amazing stage we have here in Boston.
And then the real artistry happens when your feet walk across that stage and your heart is pitter-pattering. And then all of a sudden, the true artist shows up. It's a remarkable experience.
I think it'll be sort of an amazing, like, culminating experience of our careers of playing together.
I'll be so excited and I'll be with my family and friends and it will probably be the greatest night ever.
It's just crazy and kind of scary. And it's just so cool that I get to share what I do with all these people.
The lights are going to be on me. This is far beyond anything that I thought was possible for me.
It feels really, epic, I guess.
Yeah, it feels pretty surreal, I think.
I never would have dreamed in a million years that I get to be here.
I dreamed. That doesn't mean I thought it actually would happen. It was all the way over there. That's crazy.